Another idea I got these little rubber pucks I found on the apron at work. I'm kind of thinking something like this in the end of the pipe. And I went ahead and turned one, shoved a bearing in it. And I'm thinking you've got a pressed fit here of, where are my numbers at? A pressed fit of 0.625, quarter-inch long, with a 344 or quarter 20 stem that will thread through the pipe. Go right there. So I got a piece of material in the lathe, and I'm also going to have to get a big washer to cover this up, keep the bearing clean, probably pack the inside with grease, and then pack the bearing as well. It might be a lot easier, would be a lot easier, will be, there's a Freudian slip, just to go in and cannibalize that walker. But I got this little machine, and I should be able to make this work. I'd like to have a bigger round wheel, more in the 3 or 4 inch diameter for rolling through the grass. But we might just do this just as a proof of concept project. So we'll go ahead and do one and see how that feels. Okay, there's been a change of plan. Let's see what you think about this. I got that piece of pipe threaded for M8. If I could just locate the opening. I have this castle nut. should be able to get in here. Well, there it is without the nut. So, there's that. And there's this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with this. And I'll bring you back to it. Okay, I found a piece. Where did it go? I found a piece that fits that bearing. Almost a pressed fit. Well, it is a pressed fit. So I measured this and got this register here. Then I decided to go with 3/8, 0.375 thousandths on the thread. So I have that turned down to should be 375, is 372. So getting a little better. I thought I was sneaking up, but apparently I didn't. So I'm going to part this off, turn it around, get some threads started. I'm very happy with this this tool. I ground this tool myself, one of my first, and it broke the chips nicely, and you know, everything's everything broke off pretty small. Here's a little example of something else. I guess it was that was the round profile cutter. Okay, so let me get you know what, I need to put a new blade in my new parting blade in my holder, so I'll bring you back for that. Okay, I'm actually going to go with the same parting blade. I took it out, and it seemed to be, I expected to see a big bend in it, but it seemed to have sprung back to a good position. So let's get this thing. My tachometer's not working for some reason. Make sure I have clearance everywhere. Going pretty slow. Get some oil on here. Okay, I'm going to get another tool out here shortly and chamfer that edge. So rather, as opposed to using a file, let me just throw another tool in here. little more speed. Okay, that's good enough. I've really made a mess of things, I'll tell you that. As far as my bench, I've been sawing wood, drilling, screwing wood screws. It'll all become, oops. Kind of tough sharing the camera with you. Am I touching somewhere? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull the live center away. One more oil bath and I'll prepare to grab that. Well, you know what I'm doing? I just started doing the same thing I did yesterday. I started moving the carriage. Okay. Yeah, I started moving the carriage after I oiled that. I saw my blade starting to bend. Okay, so that's ready for threads. Ready for thready. We'll do about 3/4 of an inch up. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that in the lathe or not, but I do want to clean this up a little bit. Or at least, let me at least get it to where I'm not going to cut myself if I grab it. There we go. I have my, I switched my jaws to cut that rubber. Let's see if this is going to hold this well. See what the run out looks like there. Oh, pretty horrible. Adjust my glasses here. Are you guys still watching this? I know there's indicators to do this kind of stuff, but that looks pretty straight to me. Okay, I'm going to face the tip of that off carefully, and that tool's set up for another. Let me see if this will work. I'm going to need to get rid of the tailstock. Okay, maybe try to chamfer that. Might be pressing my luck here. Okay, so we can get this set up for threading quickly here. I have my die ready. Let's see where we can park this at. And we might need to run this to the other end. Now let me get this set up. I'll bring you right back. Okay, the tool I should be using is set up to cut this direction, so I'm just going to clean this up with this. And it's working pretty well. Okay, we just need to press this bearing on. I may have to take a little bit off, but I'd rather take it off than have to put it on. But that might be a bit much to be a press fit, but we'll give it a try. Got the bearing with the socket. Okay, God knows what I'm showing you. I wish, no, I guess that's good. I'm good here. Okay, let me move you over here. Okay, so here's what I start with here. Started with these, just little rubber bumpers I found on the ground at work. So I turned the inside of this one. So I imagine if I get some oil on this, any friction I'm having is from this rubber here. Any friction I'm getting is from this rubber here. I need to drill this rubber out a little bit. Let me do that. I'll bring it back. Okay, it is the aftermath. It's a lot of chips for Kim Brzezilik at YouTube. All right, let's come over here. Kind of working the grease in there, and I need to come up with a cover. Imagine I'll get something I'll screw it, drill and tap into here, and do a shallow cup. Of course, it's not going to be able to contact. Maybe I can make it come down and just touch the outer ring of that bearing. But like I said, what I wanted to do was make an axle and make this rubber bumper into a wheel. And it was going to be for my laundry dryer rack. The top part is a Costco banquet table, like a 6-foot banquet table maybe. The top was deteriorated. And the wife was having trouble moving it around, so ended up with these wheels from a walker, and just grab on here and move it to where the sun shines at. You know, like I said, that's the solution there. Those wheels are nice and big. They roll well in the grass. And check out our tomatoes. I think these are the tallest tomatoes I've ever had. Now granted, it's up 30-some inches, but here's that. There's a couple tomatoes here. I don't know what this is. I thought it was going to be okra. It is okra. There's an okra thing right there. Great. And our sunflowers are all dying off. This is an artificial tree. We put a shepherd's crook in the ground and zip tied a bunch of branches to it, because we don't have a big enough yard to put a tree in. And here's our raised garden, 8-foot banquet table. And here's we got some green peppers coming. And real quick, I'll show you my other artificial trees. And here's one here. This is the little front porch. I used to get off work about 12, I'd be home about 1 in the morning, and the wife would be out here and have a fire going. We'd sit out here and tolerate each other. Here's our first artificial tree. There's a bucket of cement. So it's put right in front of the window, so, so we can see. And here's where I live. Everything you see there is house. And then I have all this up here, which is the store. This is a state route, Ohio State route. Okay. Okay, that's about all I got for today. I got up way too early. Supposed to be going to my cousin's and doing something with a pressure washer. And then meeting my wife there later on. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Here's my poppies. This grating is covering up my well, It's an artesian well, it constantly runs. So the bottom grate has 1-inch thick styrofoam insulation, and then a grate on top of it with soil. And then I have another, actually 2 grates that I bolted together to make a partially I don't know, let air come in the garage. Okay, we'll probably be seeing this thing hooked up to the lathe in short order. If I can ever find that T-nut that I made that needs milling. You know, for a regular machine shop, or even some hobbyists, I think, they just brush all that to the back and keep working. I can't stop for the day until all that's picked up. All that's put away. All right, guys. This has gone on way too long.